Manchester United are a club that typically would have some of the best in the world, some of the elite, but currently they have Fred and Mctominay. They're decent footballers, don't get me wrong, they'll be better than I'll ever be, but to quote Roy Keane, Man United will never challenge for major trophies if they still have Mctominay and Fred in their team. Typically Roy Keane would be a bit too harsh when he is doing punditry on Sky Sports, but I actually agree with him on this one. I don't think Man United will win any major trophy with those two in their midfield. And let's say Manchester United change their formation, they play with one holding midfielder, let's say it's Fred. Is one of them even good enough? They're not Premier League contenders, they're not Champions League contenders, so the pure reason of those two, because they're the weaknesses in this Manchester United squad. Just look at Man United squad, they have two great goalkeepers, they have the best left back in the world last season, Luke Shaw, two great centre backs in Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane, and a decent right back in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. As holding midfielders you have Fred and Mctominay, as box to box midfielders you have Pogba, and you could maybe argue Donny van de Beek, and then you have Bruno Fernandes and Jesse Lingard as attacking midfielders. I don't really have to speak for attacking players because that's Man United's strongest position, but their weakest position is holding midfielder, and that is because Fred and Mctominay aren't good enough for the club. And you might ask, Mr. Football Always, who is good enough for Manchester United? They can't afford Declan Rice or Wilfred Ndidi. And I'd respond to you, well, Ruben Neves and Saul are available for around 40 million. Yes, typically they aren't holding midfielders, but they do have a lot of attributes of a holding midfielder. So why not go out and buy a Saul or a Ruben Neves? Because this is shaping up to be a really good Man United squad, and I think if they can get a Saul or a Ruben Neves, they're title contenders for sure. If you would ask me to give two reasons why I think Man United won't contend for a title, I'd say Mcfred, because I've already stated the reasons why I think that, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I don't think he's the type of manager that can bring Man United back to their glory days. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be under a lot of pressure this season because he's been given the money. He got Sancho, he got Varane, and it looks like they will buy a holding midfielder. Let's just say tomorrow Ole quits and Man United have a good enough squad to attract the likes of Zidane or Conte. Man United fans, you can't honestly tell me that you would prefer Ole over a Zidane or a Conte. Yes, Ole's rebuilt Manchester United well, but he's not the kind of manager to bring them to the next level. He's not a Klopp, he's not a Pep, he's not a Tuchel, and I don't think Man United will be in a title race with him. Tactically, Ole isn't good enough. He picks his favourites. That's why Donny van de Beek has barely played, and that's why Mctominay and Fred are still in this Manchester United team, and Mctominay and Fred aren't good enough for Man United. But that's just my opinion on Mcfred, and I threw in a bit of Ole in, Ole out. Let me know in the comments, Man United fans. Are you happy with Mcfred going into the season? Do let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and as always, have an absolutely wonderful day.